Hello, everybody. So I want to take a quick moment here and to just say hi and to let you know what we're going to be doing in this class. So for the first section, we're going to be deep diving into perspective. Now, hopefully in your freshman foundations class, you guys all got perspective. Unfortunately, we do find that is not always the case. Not all teachers go over perspective, or they don't go into very much depth into perspective. So in this illustration department, we think it's very important that you guys understand perspective. So I'm going to be spending a lot of time on perspective and really making sure that you guys get this so that when you go into your junior and senior year, you guys have a really strong understanding of this and don't have to worry about it anymore. For those of you who feel like you already have a strong understanding of perspective, then great. I am very happy to have you guys here. So that might make the first few weeks of this class a little slow because you may already understand this. So please bear with me as I go through all of this. I want to make sure that everyone really understands perspective. So that means I am taking this all the way back to the beginning, starting with 1 point perspective. So if you do feel like you already understand it, just hang in there. I will be trying to go into the more in-depth than what you may have done in your other classes. So hopefully there will still be lots of information for you to benefit from in the coming weeks. For those of you who are still struggling with perspective and didn't really get it, even if you took it last semester, don't worry. As I said, we're going to be taking this from the beginning. Sometimes you need to hear something over and over again before your mind is ready to absorb it. So if I am repeating myself over and over again this semester, it is for your benefit. Sometimes I just need to keep pinging it at you over and over again before your mind is ready to take it in. I really want you guys to understand perspective by the end of this semester, so we are going to work very hard at that. So I just wanted to take a moment and to talk about what we're going to be doing with the setup of this semester here, because things are a little bit different than usual. Normally I would have you guys all in person and I would have you with your set of cubes and you guys would set them up in front of you and I would walk around and help you with your drawings. Unfortunately, things are going to be a little bit different. The first week is all going to be virtual. Then hopefully after that we'll have in person, but we still will have students online. So we're going to have a whole mess of different things going on here at the same time. But we are totally prepared for that. So you guys will be making these foam core cubes that you're going to be using to help you draw perspective. And this is a teaching method that has been used for decades in this class, that has been passed down to me from teacher to teacher. It's what the old masters used to help them draw perspective. And it is a method of building these cubes out of foam core. So you have the cube, which is the master and mother of all forms, the simplest form there is to draw in perspective. And if you can draw the cube in perspective, you can draw anything. So that's why I have you guys build these nice simple cubes, so that when you are doing the exercises, you can look at the cubes in front of you and see that perspective in a nice, simple way. So as you are watching the videos, you may periodically want to pause and take a moment and look at your cubes. You should have these cubes in front of you at all times. So as I said, you may want to pause, stop, and look at the cubes in front of you. I know it's great to have the videos where you can actually see everything flattened out, and sometimes it's a little bit easier to see perspective, but you have a binocular vision because you have two eyes, which means you can see around objects while you are drawing them. So I really want you to look at the cubes in front of you. I want you to see the receding lines in the cubes. I want you to see what these objects look like in real life in front of you. So you may want to wait to the end of the video where you stop and take a look at the cubes. As I said, you may want to pause it to take a look at the cubes. I talk about using a pencil as a measuring device where you hold out your pencil so you can measure your horizontal or vertical lines or the diagonal lines in it. So I would have, a pencil ready for that. And I really want you to see what I am telling you about. Don't just hear it. I want you to see it for yourself. So this is the whole principle that we are working on here. And then in the second week of school, we're going to be moving on to 2 point perspective. So I really want you guys to try hard to understand 1 point perspective before we come back. I'm trying to give you guys as much information as possible. I have presentations, I have videos, I have reading for you guys to do. So make sure you do everything and make sure you really look at and study your cubes and try to see what I'm talking about. If for any reason you're still not getting it, don't worry, feel free to reach out to me and we can try to work this out. I can do some more exercises with you and we can help you to understand perspective. Because I'm really hoping that when we come back on Tuesday, that we can jump right into 2-point perspective and keep moving ahead. And that's it. So I just wanted to make sure you guys really understood what you should be doing with these cubes. Feel free to pick them up as you're working. Really look at them, like what does it look like below the horizon line, above the horizon line, or on the horizon line. Feel free to move them around, see what it looks like to the left of the line of sight, to the right of the line of sight, everything that I will be talking about in these videos. So really make sure you use these, really pick them up, move them around. This is to help you. And we will be using these cubes for the first several weeks of the school year / months. So make sure you take good care of these. Put these in a box or a bag or something so you can take them to class. You will need these in every single class for the first month or two. Trust me, you're going to hate me for it, that you're going to have to bring these in every week, but it will be worth it in the long run. And remember to take notes as you're watching the video. I may periodically check your notes throughout the semester, so make sure you are taking very good notes as you are watching the videos, as you are reading, really doing anything. Really taking notes is a way to kind of help solidify things in your mind. So make sure you do that. As I said, do everything you can to try to understand perspective so that when we are back, that you guys will be good to go. Okay, so that's it, you guys. Remember, take good care of your cubes. Good luck with the videos that you have here. Remember, feel free to ask me any questions. Otherwise, I will see you guys in person again next week.